Alright, hey Sawyer. Good to see you as always. Welcome to the stream, everyone. I am Neozar. This is my FTL hard 109 win streak, and we started Crystal B last time. So I'm just going to hit the continue here, jump in. And so we swapped to a clone bay from a forced abandoned sector. But a little bit of a slow start. Didn't get crew for a long time until like sector 4. I think we got all 3 of these crew. And both of these weapons. And a reloader. And we have scanners also. So we're pretty good. We need hacking, ideally. Sector 5 Manta. I think it's like all red sectors. Maybe there's like one purple. It's a decent mana sector though. Sometimes our layout's just like kind of ridiculous. So let's take a minute here and like settle back into what was going on with the ship. So sector 5 defenses are fine with cloaking and stuff. Eventually we'll get 3rd shield up. You know, it's nice on boarding ships especially to have extra shields, and sometimes the fights are a little slower, but you know, probably just save up for hacking to get that first, and then once we have that scrap floated, decide if we want to buy cloaking, clone bay even, weapon 7. Because it's really like we're not going to switch anything up to like weapon 7 usually. So we'll probably go another distress. Just kind of root out the sector. There's only one store, and I think we can see every beacon in this sector, which is pretty nice. Hey WQQZ, Stealth B run right now with a Vulcan and 6 Solons. And reload and stuff. Oh, stealth weapon. There you go. That brings it all together, right? Stealth weapons. I mean, even I feel like that's kind of an interesting sounding run. 6 Zolans, man. That's nutty. Did you just find them, or have you been buying up Zolans? No. And sometimes you find those events where they're so cheap. I really tilted chat one time by not buying one of them and then buying a power bar like a couple jumps later or something. Find them, yeah, that's awesome. Sometimes FTL just throws all the same thing at you. It's like kind of ridiculous. Like I think I found like 3 or 4 breach bomb 2s once, and like 2 of them were within like 2 jumps of each other. And there's another run I had like 3 free fire beams and 2 free fire bombs, and then saw them sold in like 5 stores. It was just like, I get it, like it's the fire run. 2 more slave rewards, yeah. Let's see. I don't think I need to ban any of these people. They're all close enough. I don't really know what this crew positioning is, but I'm just gonna trust the. I mean, I didn't know what I was doing last night, so I'm not gonna really say that I trust it, but it's good enough. Let's just get going here. Jump into it. Promise to help because we have cloak, so we get low scrap because we don't have an NG and we don't have an ion, but we have cloaking. And those are the blue options you get. 17 scrap, 3 fuel, 2 missiles. That's not bad though. Oh, that store, that's too early. We got nothing to sell because it's like they totally might have hacking, but I'm trying to think of like how I can get the most out of it if it's I mean, depending where the fleet comes in. It's like if it comes in right here, it could be. I mean, it's pretty unlikely that's like 2 jumps, but it totally could be. If the curve is like here, further ahead, then it'll be 1 jump, and then the second jump is overtaken. Whatever. I guess I'll go to the distress. Also, it's not the end of the world if we can't get store the sector, like, you know, we're in good enough shape for sure. So we just destroy and loot the ship. Alright, we get a fight. Burst laser 2 halberd, they're packing. So we can board with a mantis. So maybe I'll just board with like 3. It doesn't matter what I do. Oh, you're just gonna come right. Alright, so we'll just kill you first then, never mind. So might as well just kill him, we'll shoot them. and then we'll jump over. Alright, so that's one down. It's like, come on, you're just gonna jump right into my teleporter here? At least pretend to try. I don't even have anyone manning weapons. This is pathetic. I gotta at least like train someone. I can't just use a reloader with no one trained on weapons like whatsoever. Whatever, just kill them. I should probably care more about crew training, but alright, let me get the chi engine going. I was using that a lot last night because those crystals, they just take a long time to vent. Alright. You think weapons is the second main priority? I think it depends on the situation for sure. I mean, there's times where it's like, oh great, we got another store, that's good. There's definitely times I think weapons is the first manning priority. Like on NGB often, that's kind of how it is. And so I could definitely do that and then the store. I mean, it's a little tight, but it'd be fine. And you have to double back on that. And then it's like, can I even come up after that? And those are like tight jumps. But it's like I could potentially like do 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's really worth it. It's like I don't need hacking that bad. I think it's better just to take some jumps up here and just skip this store. It's okay. I can skip a store. I don't need to like chase after reloaders that hard. Sector 5. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have anyone indoors. Can you make it in time? Probably not. Yeah. That was poor micro on my part, because I totally could have prevented that. Alright. That's that. Do we let them come in real quick? Yeah, if they can make it in. Get some real easy crew training there. Make up for that whole damage. Yeah. Often the thing is also, like, if you have 2 crew, I mean, it depends on the layout of the ship some, but like a lot of the time you can put them on weapons, and then if it's like, oh wait, I need to run from this fight or something, you can just have them run to engines, and it's like, that's a smaller difference in how long it takes versus the effect on like having them on weapons from the start, because like the timing of the first volley can be so crucial. But you know, I think it kind of depends on a lot of factors. I'm sure there's like cases you can come up with on either side. What is this? Asteroid. I mean, asteroid's not the worst if we had to do it, but try and go above it first. So you get 3 jumps before that store, and you get 6 jumps before the exit. But yeah, I mean, I think, like, you know, that's just why I feel like I'm being such a hypocrite. Just because I'm like, oh, it's all about proximity. I'll put the rock on weapons. Since he's, like, doubling up since the guy keeps running out of engines anyway. Yeah, like Slug A, I prefer to have them on weapons too. It's like, and sometimes I will switch them to engines. It depends, you know, on what's going on, but definitely you want. It's like for repairs also. Usually, it's like you want to have the repairs on the weapons going immediately versus engines. It's like, you know, unless you're trying to run, in which case you'll can move them to engines, you know, so they'll be there. Right, so 2 Mantis coming over. We could probably just deal with them first. I don't know. Where are they going? They're going all. Mantis don't like the cloaking, apparently. You just like go mess with them. You guys go deal with it over there. Right. 85 is pretty good. You can probably dodge that, right? Yeah, nice. Oh, I meant to put my laser or my flak back on. Sorry, I was getting a little lost in thought there for a second. Alright. So yeah, I'm just kind of gathering them up in this room here and shooting them some while I break their weapons. Hopefully I do another point of damage to it, like to get this down in time. But I might fire again. Yeah. Oh, if I shot more, I could have killed this Mantis in time and then like just teleported back and jumped away from the fight. That's fine. Hit my empty room for a damage. I'll survive. I'll get a little bit of training and you can punch somebody. Alright, that's a weapon. I probably won't use it because, I mean, it's very similar to the Heavy 2. And usually I like the Heavy 2 better because of the cooldown. Usually what it comes down to. And it's like I'm not even using the Heavy 2 now until I get like 7 or 8 weapon power. Nice, we got another fight here. Don't want to go there. That's the sun with just borders. It's like the worst event in the game. I mean, it's not, but it's the worst because you always see it coming. So whenever you're forced into it, you know what it's going to be. 100% chance. It's the only time you 100% chance to know what something's going to be, besides like, you know, a quest or something. Rebel flagship. It's like, you know, sun with no ship is just borders. Alright, so obviously we attack them. They die. 3 crew, that's nothing. Get over in time, yeah. I might be able to get over in time this time. Go into the big room. There we go. Do I want to split them up? Not really, I kind of want to just kill him, right? Oh, my flak shot. I was like, oh, they're flak shots hitting Clone Bay. It's probably level 1, that's fine. Or, like, not that's probably level 1, but, like, whatever. 1 damage to it's enough. Whatever. We'll just shoot him again. There we go. Alright. So you two are definitely gone. 85. Well, this is kind of wild. I don't know if I've really looked at this screen like this before. Ooh. It's still, like, not that fast. Probably take the distress and then the store, right? I had to turn this off. It's, like, wigging me out. Alright. Can deal with you being slightly low health, going to a distress beacon. I mean, there's a decent chance it's a fight, but we can also sell that thing. So I can take the 1 jump and then the store. Then we come underneath. We just, like, go around this way, right? Okay, so we only get 4 more jumps before this exit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, free augment. What is it? Battery charger. And 48 scrap too, that's great. So probably sell the charger. It's, like, not that useful. I mean, it's, like, a little bit useful, but it's not that useful. That's useful. I like that. I'm gonna sell you. And I'm gonna sell you. Buy that. Slightly tempted to buy an NG just because it's, like, a useful thing to round out my crew. I have the scrap for it. I'm apparently, like, never gonna find hacking. You're fight trained. That's pretty useful, right? I like your name better. I'll probably take you if I buy a crew. I usually don't buy crew. This is definitely, like, a purchase of convenience. But the thing is, like, when the ship gets to a certain point of strength, like, any purchase is kind of like a purchase of convenience, because we could go kill a flagship, like, I mean, we could probably kill it now. It'd be easier with, like, a little bit more scrap. But, I mean, we could definitely kill it now with what we have exactly at this moment. So, yeah. Well, I like your name. I'm not doing the trees this time, but I didn't do the trees last run, right? I did trees recently, I know. You fit in with that. And I bought you even though you're fighting trained. Maybe because you're fighting trained, right? So we'll throw you on engines, I guess. Let's do this. Alright, that's cool. Anything else I want? My fuel's fine. Drone parts are fine because I don't have any use for them yet. They're honoring us with their most eviscerating arsenal. Is that just another way of saying impressive barrage? The burst laser 3. It sounds like they're just, like, repeating back the sales tactic. They got conned. Yeah. I mean, it depends what this bomb is, right? So they got a few more crew in the med bay, so I let them come over and kill them here first with the crystals. Also, I'm not really that worried about this laser. Oh, why are you going into piloting? Piloting's just not a cool place to go. Everyone knows that. I like how he hit the door, like trying to hit the slug. I don't know if that actually did door damage or not, though, or if it's just an animation of him like trying to hit the slug and messing it up. I don't know what the deal with that is. Hey, there we go, the heavy hit. That's all we really care about, right? Oh, Small Bomb. Hey, Small Bomb, how you doing? I mean, whatever. I can cloak you because why not? Basically, because the other weapon's down anyway, so why not? Yeah, they're definitely gonna come back once they're low enough health. And I'll just shoot their med bay and kill them, I think is the plan right now. So they should be jumping pretty soon. Yeah. Oh really, you're going up to piloting? Well. That's them dead. Alright, so who wants to board? You're fighting trained. Welcome aboard. Wingus and Dingus here, they can handle piloting right while the Slugman's doors. Seems like an important setup to have. Alright, this bomb's gonna just kill both of them, right? Weapons, what's that about? Well, obviously don't take two things offline, that's stupid. Whatever. Alright, you guys go figure something out. You know how to do something besides punch, right? Alright, so I'm bored with the NG, the human, the rock, and the crystal. Because you get like a special bonus when you have a 4 diverse crew, right? I'm gonna just take out this guy first. I don't want them to repair the med bay. Alright, so we go kill this guy now. Fight trained NG's paying off. Alright. Got some optimal plays going on here. Alright, there we go. Oh, whoops. You definitely gotta get set too. I figure, I think some people have like hotkeys set to do this. I have to like go click a checkbox each time I want to do it. So it takes me longer than it should. So definitely something I need to figure out. I'm sure it's like really easy, I just haven't tried. It's a flush of borders. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Alright, we get one more. Can be kind to my crew since they're being good to me. Yeah, it's like I don't want to turn to like spamming between every little thing. I just feel like I don't want to have that flow to my game. Like I don't even like doing it like this. It's just I really don't want to sit around and wait to vent crystals. Like I'm just not going to do it then, and it's going to like mess me up. So it's like also if I make it a hotkey, I want it to be something that's like a multi-button combination that I'm like never going to hit unless I'm being really intentional. I mean I could dive, I guess. I don't really care about diving empty beacons in a Mantis sector, though. I feel like we did pretty good. We only got like one boarding vent. So, we can just go on. I mean, I'll sell 3. It's like I still don't have hacking. Maybe that'll summon hacking. Rock or Rebel? Rebel is generally better scrap. Rocks get kind of annoying late game. The only reason I really want to go Rock is because they have 2 stores over 1 to 2. But it's like, I really think it's like, if we don't get hacking, that's okay. Like, we have 2 reloaders and like a crazy powerful weapon setup. and 4-man boarding with crystals and cloaking, and we're like way ahead, you know, we can just shoot the flagship and like AFK and it'll be okay. Oh, there's a, I didn't even realize that. What's the hotkey P? Man, I didn't know that. That's good to know. I should not. I should unbind that just in case. I'm gonna like hit it now because you told me that. But that's not your fault, you know, that's on me. I guess I can just do that. Can you do it from this options? No. No controls, there we go. Oh, this just shows you controls. Yeah, I think you have to go into the options from like the main menu, so I'm not gonna go do that, right? Oh no, here we go. I'm just being foolish. Secret alien ability. Can I just like not press a key? How do you unbind it then? Can you just delete it? Like, I don't want to hit delete and then have that become the thing. Oh, I guess what you could do is like you do change that to P, then change that back to O. Alright, figured it out. Use the superior FTL brain logic, right? And that was a real tough one. Man. I mean, it's like I don't really need scrap either. What's more annoying to fight? I mean, I guess a bunch of rocks are more annoying to fight usually. You can go Rebel. Oh, NG and Alanis in the room. Yeah, it's like the crystals like hardly takes any damage. He just doesn't really care all that much. Meanwhile, the poor NG is suffocating. That's cruel. We'll take one jump first. Hey, the civilian ship. Alright, what do you hack in? A big fat missile. Do I need to like worry about where anyone is? I don't think so. Engines. Alright, whatever. We can start punching out. There's no reason to have him trapped in there. I'm just gonna shoot at their weapons, see if we can get that missile down before things happen. Right, that's pretty good. So, our vision's still pretty high, 85%. There we go. And just like any more damage to take this offline. There we go. Alright, pretty safe for a while here. I guess so. Yeah. I mean, I'll probably sell it. I mean, it's totally fine to use. It'd be easier to get online than heavy too, but I could just get more of them. Yeah, they really don't want me to have hacking this round. They wanted me to buy a clone bay and not have hacking, but then gave me all of the weapons because I listened, so can't complain. Sem and Weishing. Tidy. I mean, I'm not gonna buy crew. There's already a decent chance we'll like get too many. Wish this was a rebel stronghold instead of just a rebel sector. Rebel stronghold's so much more exciting. What else do we do? I think I don't really want to buy mind control. Definitely not buying drone control with a repair drone. Everything else is fine. I should spend some scrap though. I mean, that's easy. It's like, you know, blade theme stuff, whatever. And we'll make the scrap back quick enough if we need to get something. All right. Oh, you got the double flak one Vulcan with the stealth weapons. Nice. You have stealth be run you and play in a few days because you were, man. You just gotta do it. I have had multiple times where I was convinced that it was over, like both in and out of my streak, um, and then won. There is, I mean, my stealth B run I'm most proud of, which was before my streak. Uh, I spent like two sectors being frustrated and being like, why won't I just die? Like, I just want, I'm like, it's over. Like, can I just die already? How do I keep like just barely living or getting like a free repair after a fight? And I feel like twice I got like 15 hull repair, whatever, for like killing a ship, and it's just like, why can't I die? But like I was still just like trying to make the best choices, but it's just like so painful. And then I ended up winning it, and I got a score of like 4,012 or something, um, and it was like really crazy. And then it was like a big rush. I felt like really good that it was like, well, I pulled it out. Um, but like I was like frustrated that it was taking that long to lose at a certain point because it was just like I was so there's like no way how could I was just like running from ships. I couldn't kill anything. Um, so you just gotta go for it. And sometimes you just die, and that's how it is. And whatever, and you just get out of the way. All right, so you get 20 scrap there. Two of your last. Yeah, I mean before this streak. Um, I think I had a 17 streak right before this, but right before that, I had like a loss and then like two wins and then a loss between streaks, which was like, but I was starting to get like streaks over 10 then, and then all of a sudden it was like within like 3 games or whatever, I had two losses, and it was just like and then not that long after I had this streak, it just happens. I think it was like a stealth C and a stealth B. Definitely a stealth C that I lost later. And my last loss was a slug B, where I had like 6 free weapons by sector 2 and I lost. Just, mind control is so annoying. Oh, it's because this room was hacked. I didn't move people down. I was like, what is this setup here? Got the NG ready to go. Got the other crystalline shields. Alright. I'm not that worried about you. So what I need to get like a breach on their weapons, and then a breach on mind control, and then I can train weapons. I really need a weapons training. I can't believe he's not even a level 1 yet. Get so much less value out of these reloaders. Time that volley so poorly. Doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna kill him, obviously. There's the breach. They just had to die first. Yeah, that's how I actually started, when I started going for win streaks. And I like set up a spreadsheet to track my stats and stuff, which for me was actually ended up being like really motivating, and I actually got like I thought it ended up being a really good idea to do it to like keep me on it. Um, but I wanted to like I had like all the zeros on it from like not having any runs, so I played through all the ships like that same way where I did like all the 28 ships and just moved on if I lost. And then after that, I switched to doing random order. Well, actually, for 2 runs, I switched to doing ships I had losses on, and I lost both of those, and I was really tilted. I was like, this is a stupid idea. I'm not doing this. And then I switched to doing random ships. but I wouldn't do it if I'd played it in one of my last 10 runs. So that way, if I'd lost from a ship, like I wouldn't get forced into playing it again for a while. And my plan was to do that until I got to like 100 runs, and then I was going to switch to just doing random. And this streak started on run 96 or 7 or whatever, and wasn't affected by that method at all. And so that doesn't matter at that point. But like, people use all different ways. I think just do whatever like makes you enjoy playing the game the most, because that's the most likely thing to like stop you from getting a streak, is that you just like make it not a fun thing to do, and then it's like you're just not going to do it. It's like even if you make it take longer in one way, like if you like enjoy it and have fun with it, like then you'll stick with it and you'll get there. Yeah, like doing all the bad ships in a row, that's like pretty nutty. Hey, War Crimes. Yeah, this one's definitely in the bag. I'm just getting distracted talking about other stuff, but yeah, we have baller weapons. We don't have hacking still, but that doesn't really matter. We have 2 reloaders and scanners, and no training on like any system. All right, so I want to do. Saw one store, but there still could be a second store. Did not map this sector the best, obviously. I guess I'm not going to go to any of those at this point. So I'll go here first and kind of go up. Knocked out Rock A and C this morning. Nice. Rock C is a neat ship, I think. Assuming like you just don't... Any ship can have a crappy time if you just get screwed on RNG, but... What are you hacking? No, that's not that big a deal. Anything but weapons. Whatever, I'm just putting in the shields. Like the thing with the hacking on cloaking, if the fight goes long, it can be a problem. I mean, here it's annoying also because my dodge just didn't work. But usually it times poorly unless it's like a level 3 hack. And even then, it's often not great, the timing. Because it'll just be over by the time they actually shoot at you. Oh, come on. Look at that fire spread. It's that. Because it's all about adjacent tiles. So when you get the 2 fires in the corners, it happens more quickly. Although, even after getting some of the info about how the code worked from the Swift Tiger, I was still like a little confused about how it worked. But code just kind of is that way. Alright, cool, here we go. We can train against the ship now. Once we like get this fire out, we can weapons train at least. And then we'll get like actual value out of the reloader. And just like repair. But they can't do anything to us now because there's a breach and they can't fix it. Alright, so we're just going to auto-fire the heavy laser. Put the clone bay on just in case something weird. I don't know. Alright, yeah, my battery power is fine. I mean, the thing with Rock C, like, is, at least I get rid of the swarm laser really fast on that ship. The heavy crystal is like a decent weapon. But so, like, if you get really bad stores, and you can't pick up useful systems or a good weapon, like, you can have a rough time on any ship, or most any ship. Some can kind of deal with that still. Because it doesn't start with, like, fantastic weapons. They're just weapons that, like, are good enough that you won't die in the beginning, usually. But they're not, like, great weapons to use for a really long time. I mean, the one nice thing about all the rock ships is that they have, like, decent stuff to sell. So, Rock B is actually my favorite, although, like, I think win rate-wise, the Rock C is probably the best. But Rock A, it's just like, I mean, really, it's almost Kestrel A with blue options. You know, you just, like, once you solve the weapon problem. But it's just like, that's just such an RNG thing that you have to deal with. It's like a not fun RNG. So we get 6 jumps before the exit. Can we do that? 2 before the store, yeah. I mean, honestly, Fifi Rico, I don't think I have bought a crew teleporter on a single run in my stats. Um, which is at this point like 205 runs. And like, I don't think it's a bad choice. All right, so we're not going to be able to use whatever this is. Fire suppression. All right, we just got to leave it behind because we're not giving up scanners or reloaders for fire suppression, but that's fine. And like, I totally would buy a crew teleporter if I felt like it was a move I needed to do. But it's actually not something you get forced into very often, obviously, unless I've just had insane luck about it. Just because, obviously, like, I haven't been forced into it in over 100 runs. So it can't be like that common of occurrence. I guess I could take this too. Might as well stack up the scrap. It's like those might be hazards at the end we want to skip anyways or something. Alright, they're running. That's obnoxious. Ooh, and mind control, fine. I feel like that fired really. Oh, it's because I thought that was a heavy ion for a second. I was like, wait a second, that heavy ion fired so fast. It's the Ion Blast too. I'm just being dumb. Which is a much worse weapon to run into, but should still be okay, I think. It's like their damaging part of the weapons isn't that fast, at least for a while. Alright, got their piling down for now at least. Got one weapon down. I just put them in there to like get stunned together. I'm fine with that. Gotcha. It's always such a lame event because you get so little scrap, and it's often like tough because auto ships running can just be so hard to deal with. Oh, sorry, here we go. What tool do I use to measure jumps? I use a ruler. Here, I got a thing for it, right? I just use a metal ruler. Standard metal ruler is how I put it. That's a pretty dry way of putting it. You can see there being, sorry, I was bad with chat. Being times where it might have been a better choice than not buying it. Yeah, I mean, there's probably been times where I passed up a crew teleporter and it was a risk. Definitely like earlier in my streak and before my streak in my stats, I'm sure there were times. Later on, it's like, that's the thing though. I feel like I've been aware of that for at least the last like 50 runs, 60 runs. Like I've been more aware of that because I've been like more focused on like keeping the bigger streak going and like play safer for sure as the streak's gotten bigger. And I still haven't had a time where it's like oh, I should, you know, like if there was ever a time on Rocket when it was available and I didn't have a weapon solution, like I would buy it in an instant. Um, and it's like, it's still like not that common, I find. Like you can definitely make it a thing, and there's times where it was like a valid option. Um, but I haven't had very many times where I felt like, oh, I'm like disadvantaging myself either. Because I've also gotten a lot more comfortable with Crew Micro in the last, 30, 40 runs. So I'd be more comfortable buying it. Well, there's hacking. We have scanners already. Yep, thank you. So that's just like super easy peasy mode for the run now. Do whatever we want. Definitely thumb index finger, yeah. Well, it's like I started using it because I was playing on. Well, it's like when I played FTL further back, I didn't use anything. I just eyeballed it on the computer, and then when I started playing it on the tablet after a little while, I like kind of wanted Fleet Pursuit, but you can't use stuff like that. So I was just like, whatever. I can use a ruler like right on the screen. It's super easy. Um, hey, a store. The heavy laser. No, it's fine. We'll get up to 8 weapon power. What pulsar? That's annoying. We're fully repaired though. It's like not much to do. Sure. But yeah, so then I started using the ruler on the tablet, and then it's like I just got used to that. So when I switched to the computer, I was like, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Like, why not? And I kind of trust it more than Fleet Pursuit in some ways because it's like with the lines, people, at least people talk about, it's like hard to tell when it's right on it. And with the measurements, it's like I can kind of tell exactly where it's gonna land. Um, and also like for the work I do, I'm an artist and my partner's a jeweler and we have a shop, so it's like, I cut mats and stuff, so I do some like pretty fine measuring for small stuff. So it's definitely like a skill to a certain extent that I have like already practiced quite a bit. So that also helps. Not that like measuring with the ruler is like that hard, but it can be tough to like measure very small fractions of an inch accurately. Vulcan burst laser too. I mean, it's one of those things where it's like you got a pulsar and it just like hits your weapons every time, and it never hits theirs, and then this gets going. But we'll just hack weapons because it's pulsar. You always hack weapons at a pulsar. Where are those humans going? I'm just gonna try and kill these guys real quick. Let's your weapons down, jeez. Oxygen. Oh no, everyone's gonna suffocate. Just watching if it's like clone bane, I have to be like extra careful or something. Alright. The annoying thing about like not having a Zoltan or anything though is I can't safely clone. Because of this silly thing. So just take power out of stuff though, so if it does get hit, it's shorter. And we just kind of wait for it to go around until we can like get our shields up and then jump. Oh, come on. Alright, there we go. I guess you're cheaper than power at this point. As much as I'm like tempted to be like, nah, you're cheaper than power. Whatever. It's pilot training. Kind of useless training is that. You're a new engines person. Hey. Okay, so how much does this thing hail now? 16, so you're 32. It's like you're definitely gonna vent some of you. Although you're the weapons trained person, that's right. Whatever, you can stay alive because if we don't board with you. I'm go up to 78. It's like that's kind of enough. Whatever. Rock controlled. All right. FTL booth game at arcade. Yeah, I mean, it could totally work like that. I mean, not for playing, you know, like I do. But, you know, because you can play quick for sure. That'd be pretty fun. Obviously, it's a call for you to invest in the infrastructure and technology to do it. Whatever, I got a venue. You're too low. Sorry, Elizabeth. Yeah, only high score on Logan Machine. Yeah, I mean, I haven't been to an arcade in quite some time, but I know there's some like little ones that are still sticking around. I mean, then also we go down to the city, then there's always arcades there for sure. Yeah, I'm Dallas. Yeah, because if we go like my friend when they had their Doan Stag party where they went to a barcade in Manhattan. So there's tons in New York for sure. Just in my like specific area north of the city a little bit, there's not as much. What am I doing here? Alright, so I think I just don't spend any scrap until I can buy like a bunch of weapon power now. Yeah, force shields and cloaking. All these ships are gonna have cloaking now. And rock boarding. And a clone bay. Yeah, this ship's gotta be obnoxious for sure. Is that venting time? I have no idea. Ultra lockdown. We change rooms. Oh, whoops. What happened there? Oh, it's so close to being done too. Whatever, I can cloak. I can like kill them and cloak. Do I have time to pre-cloak it? Will they die in that time? Not sure actually, but obviously it's too late. I think I got their clone bay though. I don't think I dodged that. Nope. Oh, that's why. That's exactly why. I should probably like just upgrade my doors or something at this point. Instead of just like eating a missile and shields because of that. But I mean, would that really be fun if I upgrade my doors? I don't know. That's one of them. died the second they went through the door. They didn't even, like, shoot at them. What was that? Lexi, you just saw what was going on in your ship, and you were just, you just gave up. I think that's what that was. You're just like, oh, fuck this. No, never mind. Hope you know that Clone Bay is not up, though, because... Hi, Mikhail. I'm sorry. I'm not dismissing anyone for a second human. Although you are better trained than the one I have already. That's just cruel. Alright. Yeah. Elizabeth. No, Elizabeth's been with us. They were our first crew after like 4 sectors. We finally got Elizabeth. That's when things started turning around. Can't get rid of them. They're crucial to crew morale. I don't know, I can't vent Willow. We'll lose all of this fight training unless we train him back up again. Just the crystals must suffer. Apparently. Double flak 1 heavy laser, 1 that got up in like sector 2. That's crazy. In my system till sector 6. Wow. Yeah, that's... I wouldn't advise that, you know, unless it was a force thing. Yeah, but like you totally don't need... Like this is... I could have no systems and win with this offense, especially with the double reloader I got going on. Yeah, mostly because you didn't see any. You didn't just like forget entirely that that was a thing. You just got so like I just blast away. Don't even go to stores. What are you gonna hack? Why you gotta hack something? My teleporter. I guess they're staying in there. Whatever. Fine. Be that way. I'll just shoot you then. It's like it's not really helping you out too much. This thing's kind of annoying. I guess I could shield hack. I don't really want to shield hack though, do I? Maybe I do. I could O2 hack. Oh. Still dodging, so that's gonna be so slow. I mean, I guess I can still go over there and board if I feel like it. And they'll just give me a convenient ride back home, right? Think about it that way. I guess I didn't totally want to do that just because now I can't shoot their weapons without like killing my own crew, but whatever. Or wait, I'm awaiting anyways at this point because of the shields thing. Whatever, look at this, system down soon enough. I didn't mean to actually shoot all that into a drone control. That was pretty dumb. Well, maybe I need to if this thing's like really going that nuts. Got like barely any damage through still. And then the only reason I really want to just like use another thing here is to stop them from going to weapons. Although they're going to teleport me back pretty soon, aren't they? Oh yeah, my stuff didn't hit hacking, so that's it, they're out of here. At least I'd assume. Maybe I'm doing my timing wrong because the reloader is making me feel like it's... Alright, now it's got the burst laser 2 down in time. Alright, whatever. We got hacking down, so now we can just kill him. No, you won't. You can go in there and kill you. Alright, there we go. Philippe. No, sorry. Alright, so I don't know if you can hear it on stream at all, but we've got some pretty wicked thunderstorms that are starting up outside. So there's a chance if I disappear that there's an outage of some sort on this side. Most likely it would be a, you don't lose power very often, it would just be internet. But something to watch out for. What are we doing? I'm just trying to do this, right? Just wait a little bit longer so yeah, I can just farm up some more. Didn't vent anyone. Wait, the attack surviving mantis. Do this little dance. Nice. I guess we could cloak that, why not? Oh, why did I not realize that's where you went? Alright, so that's something. Oops. Gotcha. Just in time for the door to break. Nice. Perfect. Right, yeah, then they're gonna go run over here probably. And I'm timing my volleys terribly. Alright, there we go. So I'll just kill him off. "40 runs, and you've yet seen Crystal Sector?" I've seen the Crystal Sector probably a half dozen times in my stats, so across 200 runs. At least, I'd say, possibly a couple more. But I think I've only seen it once on stream, which is like, you know, 40-something runs. Over 40 runs at this point. Alright, we're gonna like reset some of your health at this point. I'm just gonna keep saying at this point too. So at this point, we do this. No, you're too cool to get vented. Whatever, you're good enough. Yeah, well, I've only taken it, all the times I've taken it have been on either the Crystal ships or Rock C. But there's one time, man, and it was on stream too, I regret it so much. It was like Sector 6, and I was completely broke. Like, there was almost nothing I could ever want from a store. I had like double burst laser 2, heavy laser, flat, whatever it was like, there was basically like no weapon I could even want. I would just sell anything. And I knew there's a red sector next. I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, I'll just take the weapon and sell it. Like, I don't need to go for that for fun. And then the next jump was the science research place, and then the next sector was Rock Home Worlds. And I was like, I totally could have had it right then, just for like flexing on stream would have been fun. Because it was like early on in my streaming too. But now we know if it's that one and I get that chance, gotta take it, gotta go for it. Whatever, I'll just go to the store first, it really doesn't matter. How well do I know the crystal? I don't know well at all, because I know they use lockdown sometimes, but I have no idea, like, what it's about, so it's a little sketchy, I'll be honest. And then there's also all the, Alright, so this gets me a weapon. So I actually kind of want this quest, even though there's like barely any weapons I could use. I'll use a burst laser too, I guess, maybe. I'll get 3 jumps before the exit. Oh, that's an exit. Yeah, I don't need to dive, so I'll just go here. Go here, maybe. But yeah, it's like the weapons are a little sketchy too. But they're really slow, so, and it's always a late sector, so it usually doesn't matter. But I could see if you had a really bad ship that you like stumbled into it somehow, I could see that being slightly problematic. But then you could also buy the weapons in the shops dirt cheap if you wanted to use them, so that's kind of cool. Do I want the distress or this? I'll just take this and then the quest. Yeah, if you have, because how the quest, like the ship quest beacons always spawn in their sectors. Like the Zoltan Shield quest always spawns. So the ancient device or whatever always spawns in Rock Home Worlds, and it's just a blue option to have a crystal. So if you have a crystal, you can just use it, but you won't know where it is. Scanners helps because it's an empty beacon. But if you picked up the quest, through the finding ruin or whatever, then it'll have it marked with a quest marker, so it's easier to find it if you find the Rock Home Worlds. But either way, when you go into the Crystal Home Worlds, you'll have the quest beacon there, whether you did the previous quest or not. Just for going in there, you get that quest beacon and the quest reward. So you can still do that whole thing, whether you have done the quest or not. So yeah, it's like if you have a Crystal crew member and you see Rock Home Worlds, I totally go for it. Also usually those ships are pretty strong, so you have a little bit of flexibility. It's also a late sector, so you can do whatever. But that's totally something I chase a little bit, which is probably why I've seen it a little bit more. Even when it's all rocks, they do the silly weapons dance. Which is actually see, this is a time where I can kind of abuse this a little bit, because now I can board into engines and I don't have to deal with him going through the door if I need to hack weapons instantly or something. It doesn't super matter in this case, but it's closer to a time when it matters. Fine, we'll do that. Oops. There we go. Do that. That's that. Oh, I forgot to keep locking down. That's unfortunate. I mean, not really. You're not welcome in here. Oh, that's my options. I thought I turned that on. Oops. Gotcha. It's really unnecessary use of lockdown there, but whatever. Alright, there we go. 3 down. There we go. So we got the quest, and it's like, I'll just do the weapons upgrade and begin next sector. Alright, so this is the one where we got a crew kill, like, absolutely no going back on it or they get mad. Should be easy enough. Especially with like this crew that they have. Whatever, I'm just gonna jump right over them. Well, it's like I don't want to fight in weapons though. Well, I guess with a hacking I can for a second. And then I'll run out. Because I'll just kill this guy. And then I'll shoot it. Oh, they're doors? That's kind of obnoxious. Whatever. Just punch our way through quick. You can go down with the room. Pop. That should be that. Oops. Oh, I got it in time. Are you gonna be that close about that? Yeah. Alright. Ooh, a glaive beam. Cool. Hopefully we get a store. Sell that thing. It's a bunch of scrap. You know, that's like so clutch for some run. You know, it's like the jump before we were gonna go to last hand here to get a free glaive beam. So thankfully it seems like the thunderstorms mostly moved on at this point already, which doesn't, you know, give total safety from it, but it's definitely promising having it not be like right outside. I'm going to examine the station, and it's nothing. Alright, what do we got? The last stand. Nice. Bottom route. I always find that satisfying when you can just go, you know, one of the edges or a nice pattern. Yeah, I mean, the glaive beam has its uses. The main reason I absolutely super hate it is double weapons hack at flagship with glaive beam is like a real crappy time. But, you know, that's like not super common. And even that can be totally dealt with. So clearly this is so much more baller doing this than anything else. Can't resist it. And hopefully we get enough scrap to get like 4 shields or something. But, you know, if we don't, whatever. Battery, I guess. Battery, hacking 3. O2. That one we're like definitely gonna do. Doors. So we're at the start of Last Stand, so I'm just going to take a break here for a minute, so I don't have to do it before flagship. Get a drink, you know, settle in, finish this run out. So I'll just be back in about 2 minutes here. Alright. Yeah, the O2 upgrade, that's definitely a rare event. That's like, you know, kind of interesting to get early game for sure. It helps out. My favorite, like just in time, has been getting a free Zoltan bypass on an exit beacon before double Zoltan sectors. It was really cool on a boarding ship for sector like 1 or 2. Oh yeah, and then the Prime Directive event. That one's a weird one, I think, because I think it's supposed to be the second part of a quest, but like the way it's put in the files is like kind of messed up. So you can find it just as the second part, or you can find it as part of a quest. So it's like the text when you go to it, it's like really odd. You're like, wait, what are you talking about? Why were we expecting this? But yeah, the bypass thing was just like the most amazing. I was just like, praise FTL for being kind. So many ways to just kill you. Are they still gonna board with one? Right, like let these guys all come in. You're just gonna stand there and wait. You're just gonna stand there and wait. Alright. I should be hacking. Hack the weapons. That's satisfying. I think I got their weapons. I mean, there's only 2 breaches. There could be 4, and there's no fires at all, but I think I'll have to be satisfied with what it is. Like this guy, he's just like, I'm standing in the teleporter. I'm gonna wait. That's just what I'm gonna do. Whatever, I guess if I shoot him too much, he's gonna... I don't know, will I just kill him actually? Yeah, I'll just kill him in time. 69 scrap, 3 fuel, 2 missiles. I feel kind of bad about that. That was kind of... I mean, I guess it was short and quick. It's gonna happen anyways. That was brutal though. Like, they're still dying here, and I'm like leaving and cleaning up. I mean, you know, rebels, what are you gonna do? It's their fault for being rebels. Alright. Double hole laser is so satisfying. Yeah, the crunch noise. It's just one of the best noises in the game. Alright, repairs. I mean, so I could probably take one just to like max out on drone parts, so you don't have to worry about it even if I mess up the trick a bunch of times. It's always nice to have like a big buffer. That's an option too. I'm gonna go this way though. Alright, what do you got? Same kind of thing as before, I think. Really don't need level 2. Yeah, just go to shields. I guess I can break it up a little more this time. I'd like do 3 or something. And then remember to like hack after the fact, yeah. Same as last time. Cool. See, this time they're gonna go do something back, so we got fires instead of just breaches. Now you're gonna be useful. Alright. And then it's like this should be fine to get them a little low and then lock down. Alright, problem solved. Convenient how they just put them right into the teleporter when there's too many in the clone bay room. Can you force that actually? Like if you ordered 3 crew to go in that room when it was empty right before someone spawned in? I don't know how that works. If that just believes that I feel like a lot of times that's how it'll act, but I could see it being a little different with that for some reason. Kind of interesting to think about that. So we'll go here next. And like maybe here. See what the time's like. Might just go to the base. Ooh, a clone bay this time, that's something. We got a breach in there, that's fun. Come on, Monsvic. You won't even, like, fix the breached clone bay before you go board the ship. That's just, like, destroying you at the moment. What's wrong with you? Is this crew, like, also broken? They're just gonna just fight to the death in here. They've given in. That's fine. I get it. You know it's done. It's the last stand. That's it. You know. A flak. Well, yeah, that can sit in my inventory, right? That's fine. No. That's not okay. Just wanted to look at the map. I was really hoping that was a store. And that doesn't connect to the base. I don't care about going there that much. So I'll probably just jump right to the flagship. So, time to figure out what we're doing here. Well, I guess clone first. Do that first. Alright. That's that. Alright, war crimes. You're gonna have to hurry and make it back for a flagship, even if I'm pretty slow. But that's alright. Maybe make it back for phase 3. You might shower real quick too. I have long hair, it takes me forever to wash it. If I didn't have long hair, I could shower in like 10% of the time, probably. Man, am I really gonna go into flagship with without level 3 hacking and without level 4 shields at the same time? Like, I'm not gonna have both. That's kind of crazy. What's my power situation? Because, like, whatever. Don't really need more than 3 shields. It's only for, like, if I can just crew kill. I was saying about just skipping crew killing, but I can just crew kill. So I'll get level 3 hacking. Nah, I don't need to do that. Because then I gotta jump back, then go over there. Who needs scrap? And also, it's gonna like pump my score up too high. My average is already higher this cycle than my other cycles. Gotta push that down. And it's gonna do that. So I could use power at least, like at least that. The other thing I'm thinking is, like, I don't even have any evasion training. So it's like, I still don't have 100% cloak. What do I have? 85%? No, I have 90% cloak with power. So it's like going up to 95 and then having, like, you know, less training get me to 100 is kind of useful. Shields buffer is kind of useful. Whatever. I'm gonna go to engines 5 for once, just because I don't have the training, because I've been lazy. I think that's definitely an optimal play situation here. So I'm not gonna need, if I crew kill, then I don't need doors. I don't need piloting. I have a slug. So how much is my power? Kind of need power. Alright, this is kind of a weird setup for me, but it's crystal time. And it's also like, the weapons, like, the backup is always just start shooting them and I'll win. Like, it's gonna be okay. That's kind of how it is. It's kind of nice to have level 3 teleporter for flagship, even with the 4-man. Because it's like, you know, you go on board the extra rooms or whatever. Should go in this one. But this will be fine. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to jump to it. And see how it goes. The thing also with the level 4 shields is the biggest value that you're looking for from it is often, I find at least, I mean, it's really good phase 3 also, but phase 2, the drone thing. And it's like, we'll probably beat the drone thing, and with cloaking, it's like, it'll be enough. You know, so phase 3 will probably get hurt by it the most, but just with these weapons and 2 reloaders, plus hacking, cloaking, it's like that's just so much survivability with full hull. Especially if we do the crew kill phase 1. So, you know, we gotta see what their hack is. Right, so that might mess up the crew kill some, for sure. We'll have to see. Because I could also do like a partial crew kill. Yeah, we'll just see on the timing. Because honestly, I might risk it. I mean, it's tough because it's one of those ones where it's like I don't want to like then go and then fight him and then get like a weapons hack or something that's more annoying. I don't know. Whatever. I can partially crew kill him, and then I can crew kill him more each phase if just jumping over and killing a few crew or something. It's fine. So I'm gonna do. So we alternate. Cloaking and hacking the missiles so we don't have to get hit by them. So now because it's like I might not, because this guy's gonna get cut off anyways, like I might not waste my time with the little fussy rooms. I might just ignore them. Also, since I'm not gonna be like, I'm not planning on sitting around for a really long time or something, like grinding out the full crew kill, I'm just gonna like hop over and like take out a wave or 2 of them. So I think I want to take on 2 to preserve health. I mean, I guess that guy's like getting ground down pretty quick. But whatever, it's like possibly get a little shields damage in on top of it, it's fine. Just trying to think about the order I want to do this all in. Alright, so that's shorter at least. Because that's just like something that gets in the way, so it's kind of annoying. A little damage. And then it's like the ions is still a threat since I'm not going over. Usually board would break that first. So I don't want to mess that up. So I'm just going to like kind of mess him up for a while. Kitten's attacking your earbuds. Yeah, kittens have done that to me before. Thank you for the good luck. Alright, so that's 2 of them done. Jorlak. Like what else I want to shoot at all, whatever. Alright, so there's 3 in here now. So I don't really want to have to deal with more than that. I just don't use this too early. We just have to watch out for that pairing with the beam at the wrong time. Could be problematic slightly. What am I thinking about doing right now? There's something I was going to do. Oh, I was going to lock down, like moving my power around. I don't need to move power around to lock down. Alright, so that should deal with them well enough. So that's fine, let them do that. have to cloak these. So that's another 3 down, nice. Oh, actually, oh no, look at the timing on this. Just turned green, it's just too late. I mean, it's totally fine, that's too late, but... Oh, you got some training, and nice, the slug got some, so we're up to 97% now. That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't need more than that. Also, I'm probably gonna have to leave. So I should just let them all in, and then, like, shot in the shields room. But that's fine. Alright, that's looking kind of rough for them. Alright, so that's like almost a crew kill, right? Just like trying to think now if there's some way that it's worth like messing with this guy too. I mean, is he gonna get low enough that I can actually just shoot him out? Probably not. Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. So I think they need to like do their full animation. They can't like die after. Like, I don't think that counts if he's dying. Maybe, but I kind of don't think so. Right, so we got to respawn our crew here. So that went well. We didn't take any damage, and we crew killed like way more than I thought we would just by spacing it out. How many we fought at a time. So I'm glad I did that. I think that was a good call. At first I was like, there's something dumb about this, but if it was, it didn't come up this time. So let me just go fight the flagship at the base. So not really that concerned about the crew. So I do feel like my power is like pretty low, like especially without battery. But if there'd be something about, like, we can't save up for a shields buffer. That's not going to happen. I'm trying to think of like other situations that matter. No, it's fine. I think we're just gonna shoot them down at this point, pretty much. I mean, I guess I can board over and break their weapons. I feel like I gotta like do level 2 right away. The trick here though is like, because that's like, I can't do a lockdown too late when they're split up, otherwise I won't be able to, I mean, I guess I have clone base, so it doesn't matter. With it's more of a problem with the other thing, the med bay is what we call it. I guess you could be on shields, but whatever. That's fine. You shouldn't get through that. So I'm going to kill them pretty quickly, I think. Yeah, we just fire right away. We just fire right into them. And then we go, okay, like, hurry up here. Actually, I don't know if they'll even break this down in time now. Oh, he gave up and wants to go in the shield room. That's funny. Alright, now we go. Alright, like, just go run in the fire so we can kill this ship and stop waiting on you. We got the drone. And you're still alive. It's pretty lucky. You really gonna, like, make me have to sacrifice some health or something? Yeah, that'll kill him. %99 evasion. Can we make it? Your full health. You can run in there for a second. Okay. Done. Alright, nice. Still 0 damage. And good job, like, in your training. Oh, nice. You're almost up to full training. Then we'll be at 100% with level 5 once you hit it. And you're not too far behind. So you don't have to vent anyone either. You need to draw like to dangle. Yeah, that's right. They're not consistent, are they? I didn't think about that. You know, maybe they like go back to a ship, but they, well, no, because they would not just swap out the exact same number of crew. They'd like just add them on. You know, I don't know. They go through an identity crisis, I guess. Can't blame them. Can't blame them too much. Can blame them a little bit. It's kind of their fault. Power, screw piloting. Say that every time they get shot in piloting. Phase 3. Alright, so we killed the crew. Congratulations. Because, yeah, there was just the beam person left. Of course it's my weapons person. That's the last person on the entire ship I want my controlled. I guess I should have weapons trained my slug. Like, come on. Is anyone weapons trained else, like, just from happenstance? No, not at all. Well, whatever. We'll vent him out of there, and we'll throw a crystal in there to go shoot it up. Something. You should be on doors also. Be useful. I guess we can kind of see where these are coming in. If we can, it's such a big ship. It's so hard to see the stuff coming in sometimes. Where is that going to? Is it going somewhere bad? It's going to like doors or possibly hacking. Whatever, that's fine. And you're to miss anyways. They're going somewhere that's not weapons. And then it's like I'm not going to just cloak for the last one. You're going, I don't know where you're going, to like hit my crew maybe? No. Oxygen. Even more precious. Let everybody go. Miss, miss, miss. Come on. Finally. Alright. Shield attack. Whatever, I don't actually care about that. Nice, is that firing right now? Yeah. Awesome. Such good timing. Alright, 99% evasion, don't fail me. Like, too much. This is where we get... I mean, honestly, if you fail me, just fail me with all 3 missiles, because then at least it's like a good clip. You know, I'll take the flak for it. Miss. Alright, that's fine. Are you gonna end soon or what? Thank you. You just take their offenses offline as quick as possible. I'm not going to bother boarding them at this point. Nice, piling's down, shields are down. Alright, that's GG's. That's like super GG's. Didn't dodge any of them. Take 3 extra damage right at the end. Alright, awesome. 110. Thanks to the valiant effort of the Aviary, Toucan, Crane, Penguin, Elizabeth, Yevon C, Burko, Willow, and Graffin. So yeah, that was a, you know, a rougher start for Crystal B, but obviously it still wasn't that bad, and then it just like went crazy pretty quickly. Sector 4, Slug Sector was where I was at, really. 5190, but yeah, that's low for a Crystal. I mean, I definitely could have had it higher with some diving and stuff, actually. But I dove, actually, a couple times earlier in the run. So that's, like, definitely a low Crystal B score. Yeah, 92 beacons explored. There's, like, a bunch of early exits for sure. Because that's with diving, like, a couple jumps. Or, like, getting a couple jumps extra because I dove. 1700 scrap is a bit low. For, like, 42 ships defeated with 1700 scrap, I feel like that's definitely a bit low. It's not like I got that much free stuff either, honestly. At least not for most of the run. Later on, I guess what it is I got no free stuff early on. It was just like the scrap rewards, which like aren't, you know, that big a difference. And then late game, I got like crew and stuff, which was helpful because I still needed it. But that's like losing out on when the scrap rewards, it's a bigger difference. So that's definitely like that's probably my lowest Crystal B score I'd expect. It's definitely a low one. So that's good. You know, that sets my averages down a bit. Good job. I mean, it's like, you know, you can golf score on the ship, so you could have a score less than half of this and still win, definitely. I think the record is like around 1,500 or something absurd. Alright. So yeah, that leaves 2 ships left. So we got the Fed A and we got the Fed B. Yeah, 60-50. Yeah, no, definitely not 60-50. But also, it's like, yeah, it's so much from that first part of the run, I feel like. It's empty stuff. But yeah, so I'll do my random. I can do it tonight, obviously. But I might start this run later this week. I might, you know, I don't want to wait a week again if I can avoid it. But, you know, things happen. We'll see. So Fed A or Fed B, and we see what we get. Yeah. Yeah. Fed A it is. Alright, so we'll do Fed A this time. And if we beat Fed A for 111, then we go for Fed B to hit the 4th cycle. So both below average ships. Very close in power to each other, I'd say. This one, it's got the 4 crew with like the race, you know, variety, which is super awesome for blue options. So if you get lucky, like finding ways to take advantage of that early, it's super helpful. I mean, it's also just useful having a crew. Burst Laser 2 is obviously like super tier weapon. But then that's it for weapons. So like ships can run from you, misses suck. Like, you know, you need a buffer after, like, you know, still want shields first, but like it can be worth buying a buffer sometimes on this because it's just like any damage, you have no offense except for the arty, which you just don't talk about the arty, especially at level 1. Since the B, at least you start with level 2, so if you have to suffer through it, you know, then this is just 1 power and this is 1 power, so you run both. But they choose just 3 crew and like a, you know, ship way that just makes them want to board into piloting. Like no matter where they go, they just want to go into piloting. And it's so obnoxious. But yeah, so that'll be let's see, what is it? Today's Tuesday, so probably not tomorrow. I'd be surprised if I pick, but there's a chance, honestly, that I start the Fed A tomorrow, like tomorrow or Thursday. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah, thanks everyone for coming out, supporting the stream. Make sure to check out my profile. I've got links. My YouTube's updated. I'll get this Crystal B run up there probably like tonight. Stats, tier lists, and all that good stuff. And yeah, thanks just for coming out and being here. I appreciate it. Having fun, getting big win streaks. So let's see, who's still playing tonight? Let's see if we can raid. Oh, Farb's still playing, so let's just jump in on him. If you haven't watched Farb before, he is great. Great FTL player. Plays no pause, but like a lot of slow thinking, very thoughtful, good decision making stuff. And he's doing a Stealth C, so yeah, that's awesome. Let's jump in on that. Alright, so yeah, if I don't catch you, hope you have a great rest of the week and everything. And yeah, good times, Crystal B, and Fed A next time. It's going to be a fun one.